Bow, chicka wow wow. What's up, party people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Elcuvate Your Life. I am your hostess with the mostess, L as in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. Well, I have to tell you, first of all, thank you to all my loyal listeners. Want to make sure I give a special shout out to Creative Kara, who is the multi-talented soul that I am so blessed to have in my life. This woman can cook, clean, is Snow White to her animals that surround her, and has a lovely Etsy page known as lovemyartist.etsy.com, where you can find various different song options if you are interested in proposing to your significant other and want to take your relationship to the next level. Or maybe you want to propose a unique idea of asking your best friend to be your maid of honor. Anyway, those are her newest, latest, and greatest products that are on her Etsy page, along with talented, beautiful paintings, artwork, clothing, real leather boots, and laptop carriers, backpacks. You name it, she has something for everyone. So check out her site. Her links are always in my pod. Shout out to Roger Haven. Thank you for being a loyal listener. I so appreciate you. And, well, I don't need to ask how your garden grows because I've been seeing the results on social media. Quite impressive. As I told you in my last pod, I couldn't even keep an aloe vera plant alive. That's how sad and poor my gardening skills are, unfortunately. Yeah, not proud of that one. I guess plants are just not my forte, but clearly they are for you, Roger. Looking forward to seeing you at the upcoming birthday event. Hopefully I can make some introductions to some new, fun single ladies. Next up on the roster, Mike Kaufman. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting. And Kyle Few. Love is a commitment. Commitment to love. Love is a verb. You can find his Audible on Amazon. And I tell you guys pretty much every episode that it's worth the purchase via Audible on Amazon. I think I'm going to read some more of it this evening because I need that wisdom because this week has been a rough one. And, shout out to Jeff Para. Jeff Para, namaste. I see you are living the sprinter life, enjoying concerts and outdoors and living his best life. Thank you for your love and support and positivity, Jeff. Really appreciate it. Did I count everyone? I think I did. Shout out to Tom Guzik also of minerspickstudios.etsy.com. His artwork is a more rustic approach, and as I said, their links can be found in my podcast. And then thank you to Angie Germer. Angie Germer is lovely nurse at Kaiser, and she also is promoting her all-natural Thrive by Lavelle. These are all-natural supplements that fill the nutritional gaps in your body's needs, and they helped me lose 10 pounds. So, hey, maybe it'll work for you. Check her out. Okay, so tonight's topic, while I didn't have a specific one in mind, the one that comes to mind that I am currently dealing with is how to know when enough is enough in your relationships, friendships. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be your spouse. I'm just wondering, when do you say enough is enough? So the reason I pose this question to all of you is it's no secret that my husband and I have gone through trials and tribulations throughout our 2-year marriage. And trying to think about how I want to put this delicately and eloquently. So, well, let's just say we all know when we meet someone that we find to be our love, our true love. We all know there's going to be pros and cons, right? But you have the tough conversations and you talk about your needs and their needs and how you can come together and compromise, not sacrifice, on what you want out of the relationship. And if you're on the same page with your views on things. And we definitely did that. There just have been other things that have come up that we talk about in therapy for. How do you stay together when the differences don't align or don't improve in the time frame or the way that you would like them to? How do you handle that? Let me start with all my long-term, married forever couples. What is your advice on this? And then at the same time that this is happening, you find out your dog has an incurable disease, kind of like yours. It worsens with stress. It can be managed with medication, but it's not treatable. It's just managed, a lot like mine. And then add in your dearest friend that you've been working on a friendship for the last year suddenly wants to take a break from the friendship. And it's nothing personal. And you were just talking about how you were best friends a week ago and making plans for your upcoming birthday. And then that person needs space and time and says it's not personal. They just need space and time to deal with what they're dealing with. And then your family and friends that you think you can lean on and you think will be there to support you and encourage you, share with you, I'm sorry, this is a lot. I can't deal with this. Please don't make yourself out to be the victim. And by the way, this is going to affect your relationships outside of your marriage. So just be mindful that when I hear of your troubles, I want to crawl under a rock and distance myself from you and not talk to you. What does everybody do with that information? I'm curious. I would really like to know in these times of trouble because I'm in therapy. I talk to my therapist. I work with her twice a month. And I'm working out every other day to help myself manage my stress and my incurable autoimmune disease. I take in some vitamin D, usually 1 or 2 hours every day or every other day, combined with the working out, fitness, gym. And the people you want to be able to lean on, family and or friends, are not there during this time of need. What do you do? And truly, I'm an honest question because I have been able to evolve and grow and look inward and take responsibility for my actions and my part in any of these scenarios that I just mentioned. What do you do? Do you pray about it? Do you meditate about it? Do you call somebody and vent to them? Because as women, that's what we do. Or do you say, oh, well, all of these things are happening for a reason. I just need to keep to myself and, as I like to use the expression, become a crab in my shell and digest it all, process it all, analyze it, dissect it? What do you do then? So, as I like to say, riddle me this, Batman. What do you do when you're in what feels one of the darkest places in your life? Your 12-and-a-half-year-old dog is dying, and it's going to cost a lot of money to keep her with you longer. And she's my one loyal, unconditional, faithful co-host and companion. And suddenly you feel alone. I know that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results, which is why I am taking the appropriate steps to manage my stress and protect my peace Just wondering, how do you navigate that? I would really like to know, because that's where I'm at. Trying to figure out how to navigate all this and dissect it and process it and go, okay, I see my part there and I recognize that and validate their feelings and acknowledge, okay, move on. And then, okay, this one, oh, this is life and this happens. So that's my pod for this evening. I wish it could be more lighthearted and happy-go-lucky, and that I had guests that I was talking with and sharing ideas with and talking about my show and talking about more positive, uplifting things. But the fact is that this is heavy on my heart and my mind, and I'm trying to crawl my way out. My birthday is next Thursday, and I do know that birthdays are about new beginnings. I do know that, and I believe that. And I'm hopeful that those new beginnings will be filled with love, happiness, joy, fruition. But in this dark and lonely time, I'm wondering, do any of you have any antidotes that you can share? Because if you do, I would love to hear them, and I would love for you to share them on my YouTube channel. You know, you can find me on YouTube, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Podchaser, several other platforms. And it gives you the option to send a text, and you can text in your thoughts, your ideas, your questions, your concerns, your anecdotes. So I would love to know what yours is. Until then, please be sure to like, comment, share. It helps the algorithm and helps me get my voice and my pod out there. And yeah, this time I'm asking you for your help. So I am going to look forward to your words of wisdom for me on this Wisdom Wellness Wednesday. Thank you all for tuning in. Ciao for now.